Hello there. I'm Scotty. You're not. And I'm finally getting to review The Monkey. Hey, it's The Monkey. And everybody's going to die. Yeah. Pardon for a minute. Jesus Christ. Already 2 o'clock. I woke up late this morning anyway, but. So, after the success of Longlegs, there's a lot of people that liked it. I thought it was okay. I liked it fine. Everyone's talking about what's Osgood Perkins, the son of Anthony Perkins. What's his next project? Oh, he's doing a Stephen King adaptation called The Monkey. Cool. And I saw the trailer and I'm like, this is kind of fun. Cool. So I bought the Blu-ray quite a while ago when it came out, and this was kind of sitting on a shelf or sitting on a thing. I've been saving it for October, and then I was gonna do Stephen King Saturday Night. I might have to change how I do it because it's kind of hard when it's designated to a certain day. To Be Tuesday is fine, but with Stephen King, I just don't know. But so yeah. I never read the story, obviously, but I knew what it entailed. It was about twins who had this monkey that kills people, and now as adults it's come back. I got that from the trailer. Cool. I'm saying cool, but so I finally decided to pop it in, and this is one of the most annoying movies I have ever watched. Seriously. I don't know if it's the mind frame I'm in watching this. I found it to be incredibly annoying. There's just so much. I'm sitting during the first part of this film, and I'm just... The first half hour of this movie is a flashback to when they were kids. And I understand you have to tell the backstory. That's not what the trailer presented. The trailer presented the adult versions of these characters dealing with this. You could have started with that and then presented us with flashbacks. Now, it can work. The kid actor who plays the twins, pretty good. But I don't know. The first scene of this movie is Adam Scott. It's your name, dumbass. Adam Scott. Why do I always forget my name when it's attached to someone else's name? It's Adam Scott, who is the father of these twins, trying to get rid of this monkey that he bought from this toy store. And it kills the toy store manager. The deaths in this, there's some pretty good deaths. But I find them to be weird. Like, they're very weird. Like, for instance, this one. He gets, like, in the chest, and the guys, they just both stand there, and the guy's like... And then he dies. Why did it take so long for him to die? There's another kill later where their babysitter, whose name is Annie, and they confirm her full name is Annie Wilkes. We get it! There's a knot. We get it. We get it. Wink, wink. I don't know why I knocked. Wink, wink, wink. We get it. But if this is supposed to be the same Annie Wilkes, why is she killed by the monkey? Like, she gets killed. They go out to this hibachi place. And the monkey activates. No one turns the key here, by the way. It just activates. Throughout the film, they say you have to turn the key for it to activate. No one turns the key here. At least I don't think they do. And like you have this guy doing how much, and all of a sudden he goes, phew! And then they hold on it, and you start to see the cut on the babysitter's neck, and then it just flops. That's not how it works. I've seen so many movies where they want to have an effect. They want to have some sort of effect on the people watching this, so they take forever. Like, what got cut? What happened? You know it's going to be her head. You know her head's going to come off. So why does it take so long for it to drop? That's not how it works. Also, I don't think a blade at a hibachi restaurant could cut clean through a neck bone. So, we're just getting into realism? Are we? I looked at the cast and I was like, hey, this is sort of a reunion from Ginger Snaps 2 as Margot Kidder's niece or whatever. Janet Kidder has a role in this, as does Tatiana Maslany. They never share a goddamn scene because their characters are separated by decades, and Tatiana Maslany's character, who is the mom of these two, dies during the flashback sequences, the beginning of the movie. And even that's overdone, because it's like she has an aneurysm. But the aneurysm is like, she's just standing there. If she had an aneurysm, she would drop dead instantly. Why are we stretching out these death scenes? Because later, there's just like a gunshot. Like when the older version goes back to the house, his aunt's house, because after the mom dies, they live with the aunt and uncle. The uncle ends up dying. It's weird. They go for these stylized deaths, and they're like, oh, the uncle was trampled over by a bunch of horses while he's on a camping trip, and he's just like pudding, which is not how that works either. Horses stumbling on you couldn't turn you into pudding. They don't. Whatever. I'm talking about realism in a horror movie. What am I doing? I'm just saying. I did go, ugh. But then like there's all that all that slow down and reveal, and then later when he's trying to find the monkey at his aunt's house after his aunt is killed, the lady showing the house gets shot by a shotgun right away. Like, by the way, the shotgun was just loaded and ready to go. And I figured out what I think is supposed to be a twist once they, I'm like, so the brother's doing this, right? Because he's like not in the picture, and he's going to visit his son who he's estranged from because the mom is remarried, and her husband Ted, Elijah Wood, wants to adopt him. And according to this movie, someone adopting your child means you're not allowed to see them anymore, which is bullshit. Because you're still the father. Like, I just don't get that. I don't know. I just don't know. So he's spending like a last road trip, and they end up going back to the aunt's house. This is so annoying. Because like they show up, they're at the hotel the night before, and he's like, do you have any, or they're talking, he's like, do you have any brothers and sisters? No, I don't. And so they're, to get across to this child that the dad was lying to him and he has a brother, they have this bitch who is showing this house say 3 times, oh, you and your brother Bill. Oh, I didn't know he had a brother. Yeah, his brother Bill. Your brother Bill? I get it. You lied. I get it. You don't need to keep saying it. And then this pretentious dialogue from this kid. Who wrote this? Oh, I'm sorry. My father just took me on a road trip. He lied to me. He told me he didn't have any children. He didn't have any siblings. And now I found out that he did. I'm just like, what kid talks like that? Right? And it's painfully obvious that the brother is the one behind this. I don't hate this movie. There's some good parts. Some of the deaths are fine. I don't know, maybe it's a mood I'm in. I'm just very annoyed with this movie. And then we see Rowan Campbell's character. For some reason, they decided he had to wear the fakest looking wig they could find. Like, he showed up. I'm like, oh my god, why? Could they not find a wig that looked real? And then he's like, later he's got like the police hat on because he's pretending to be a cop. He's like, oh man, this police hat makes my hair so itchy. It's not your real hair. You cannot convince us that's your real hair. And like, he finds the monkey at a garage sale, so you think it's him. But I never once believed it was him because it didn't feel like it. So once he realized what the monkey does, he wants it back. So he kidnaps Hal, that's the good brother, and convinces Petey, the kid, because he's the only one that could fit in the dog door, to go in and get the monkey for him. Why the kid? You're two grown-ass men. All you have to do is have Hal agree to do this with the pretense that he's going to actually take the monkey for himself, and they can both break down the goddamn door. There's also moments in this. Like, there's a moment when they're at the hotel and he's yelling at his kid, and I'm waiting. I keep thinking he's not going to be there, at the window or something, and then it just started. Well, hey, what? It's like, what was the point of him yelling? And he doesn't break down the door. So we saw in the flashback, which is very important, that Hal was sick of his brother's Bill, his bullying. So he turned the key to hoping that the monkey would kill Bill. But that's when his mother died. According to Wikipedia, that's the reason why Bill's getting revenge. But Wikipedia says it's because he tried to kill him with the monkey. But then Bill says, no, you killed our mom. Well, it's the same thing, but that's not. So he's been turning the key hoping it would go for Bill or go for Hal, but it's been killing everyone around him except for him. Right? Give me a minute. I got lost on top of it for a second. So, Monkey, they present it through the entire film for the most part. You have to turn the key for the monkey to kill you. Again, I don't remember turning the key for the babysitter unless they turned it before and then they didn't kill her until after they went out. I think is what it was. I don't know. But if that's true, then they presented the whole movie. You have to do that. But then Bill freaks out because he wants the monkey to kill his brother. So he tried to force the hand, and the monkey flies back, and it decides, okay, I'll kill you. He didn't turn. No one turned the key. But they decided, I'm gonna. You fuck with me, I'm gonna kill you back. Yes. Oh, I forgot about the most ridiculous fucking kill in this movie. So, somehow, Bill convinces Petey to turn the key. When he does, that's when we get Ricky, that's Rowan Campbell's character. He's like, oh, it's itchy. And then a bullet fires out. Because you knew something was going to happen with this beehive because they're like, oh, hey, look at that. And literally shine a spotlight on this beehive. So you're like, oh, well, something's going to happen there. Or they wouldn't have literally shined a spotlight on it. Right? So I thought, okay, something's going to happen. But then when he fires the gun, it shot a hole through the windshield, which the windshield would have sort of stopped it. It wouldn't have kept going and hit the thing. Glass is a deterrent. It's not gonna. It would at least make it turn. It wouldn't go straight at the whatever. Hits the beehive or wasp nest, whatever it is. The wasps then fly through the little hole into Ricky's mouth and then sting him from the inside. And the whole time the bees are flying in, Hal's just like, I'm like, move. Open the door. Get out. Why are you just sitting there? He does after it happens. I can see maybe it's so they can render the CGI. He can't move. But it doesn't make any sense that someone would just sit there. I understand if you're afraid of bees or something. I get it. But, like, it was me. As soon as I saw one fly out, I'm leaving and running down the street. I'm sorry. I'm definitely afraid of bees. I am not sticking in that car. So then he decides, I'm going to go save Petey. And tries to squeeze in the dog door. Break! What is with this guy and not wanting to break down doors? Break down the fucking door. And that's when they had the confrontation. And it then kills him. So they decide they're going to take this monkey. Before I get to my final issue with this movie, and this is really a nitpick, the final issue, but the cinematography looks like vomit. Like, it looks not vomit, but it's so drab. I think Osgood Perkins needs a better cinematographer, because here's the thing. It looked the same way it did in Cuckoo. What was it called? I can't remember the name. I can't remember it. Longlegs. I have to go look. It looks like it did in Longlegs. It works for that movie. This movie, I don't know. It looks. It doesn't need to be drab. What is the point? I don't know. But, so, final issue I have with this movie. They're getting ready to leave town. Somehow, it looks like everyone is just dying in this town. I don't know how it happened. It's because the brother pissed off the monkeys. No, everyone's just... Because there's like something on fire and everything. And I'm just like, what happened? And like, if that is the case, then they're leaving the monkey... I also have a problem. Not once in this film do they try to burn this thing. They try to throw it away, put it in a well. I don't remember seeing them try to burn it, though. I'm just saying. Not that it would have worked, I'm just saying. But I had the same issue with Vicious, where she had this box. Not once does she try to burn the box. Anyway, so they go to leave, and they see this guy on a pale horse. You know what it's supposed to be. It's the Horseman of Death. Although we don't get a cool intro like Supernatural. Oh, death. No. However, what I thought we were going to get, because they've been quoting throughout the movie, and behold, a horseman, a pale horse, and on it sat death, and hell came with it, or whatever the thing is, right? And I'm like, that's from the Bible, but it's also the first line of that Johnny Cash song. So we have to end with the Johnny Cash song. Nope, that would have made sense. So let's not do that. And I get it, copyrights are a thing. You know, music rights, buying stuff, I get it. But the song that he ended with doesn't fit the ending of the movie. It's like an upbeat kind of song. Where I get that. That's a little bit like, you know, when the man comes around, you know. I don't know. But you've been quoting that quote throughout the entire goddamn movie. And there's no payoff to that, other than the Horseman of Death sitting there. I thought the acting was good. Theo James had to play two characters, so good for him. But like, there's also a lot of exaggerated stuff in the flashbacks. A lot of stuff is exaggerated. I don't know. Ricky has a brother who's a soldier that doesn't really serve anything other than for him to get a gun. Character doesn't do anything in the movie, so I don't know. So I didn't particularly care for this movie. So this is one of those where I'm going to give sort of 2 ratings. For the general moviegoer, I would call it a middle of the road. But as for me personally, not worth your time. It's one of those things where I know all the people are going to have different opinions. And I don't want to say it's not worth your time. If you want to watch it, watch it. In that case, it could be a middle of the road. But to me, it's not worth your time. If you want to watch it by all means. But I don't know. It just annoyed the hell out of me, this movie. So what are your thoughts on The Monkey? Then we'll come so make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'm Sky, and I'll see you in the next one.